With a week to go, we are seeing now new measures on social media this morning, trying to stem the spread of election misinformation. Thomas Daigle has been looking into that. Good to see you, Thomas, on this story. Such a key aspect, trying to remove the chances of any dirty tricks. What are the changes that you're seeing this morning?
Good morning, Heather. What has come into effect overnight is a change from Facebook. They are banning any new political ads aimed at U.S. voters. So if you placed a political ad a week ago, paid for it, and the campaign continues, that ad is not going to come down. Again, this is just a ban on new ads. This was announced weeks ago. It's part of Facebook's pledge to crack down on misinformation and show that they're drawing a line in the sand here and drawing clearer guidelines this time around compared to 4 years ago. Remember, Russia at the time and other foreign actors were accused of meddling in the U.S. election, using social media to spread false information and sway votes in favor of Donald Trump. In some cases, just share disinformation more broadly. And the U.S. intelligence community has said that Russia and Iran are at it again this time. If you take a look at what Twitter has been doing this time around, they've been labeling misleading claims. This one from Donald Trump just last night, labeling it misleading and making it harder to share. Donald Trump, in that case, saying that there has to be a final vote tally by November 3rd. Of course, there is no obligation for that to happen. Elsewhere, TikTok and YouTube, of course, also taking extra steps this time around. One of the big sources of disinformation and false claims this time around coming from QAnon, that massive series of debunked conspiracy theories that pro-Trump activists have been sharing online. Several social media companies taking steps to ban that, to stop its spread, but those who like it know where to look for it, Heather.
They certainly do. As you talk about these changes, so interesting. We're seeing them as of this morning, as you say, Thomas. How much of a difference is this likely to make? If
you just look at that one change that came in overnight, it's not bound to make much of a difference, observers say, because again, this is targeting new ads. If you paid for an ad a week ago, or if you have a message that's spreading misinformation on Facebook, that is going to stay up. It's just banning new ads. So, critics have said, why didn't they just do this a month ago rather than waiting a week before the election? There's still a lot of misleading content that's being spread around. You may have seen this video of Joe Biden that's been spread the past couple days. Going to have a listen to it right now, and we'll talk about it after.
4 more years of Georgia, is going to find ourselves in a position where if Trump gets elected, we're going to be in a different world.
So he's talking about George there. Trump supporters have suggested that Joe Biden was referring to George Bush as his opponent, but observers have said, in fact, he was talking to a TV host named George Lopez. So that video a bit misleading the way it's been presented. I should say one last thing, Heather. On election night, important to point out that social media companies are taking steps to stop candidates from claiming victory early.
Okay, very important as well, given what we may see in contested outcomes and all sorts of challenges. Thomas, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thomas Daigle.